What are you getting calls for? I know you said lifts. I know you said elevators, but you mentioned elevators, which I found very interesting, that the sales of your elevators, which I would think more lifts, but elevators are hot right now. And Joe's shaking his head. Yes. What is that all about? Do you need a lot of? I'm thinking elevator. I'm thinking the Otis. The five Otis elevators at 303 East Wacker here. What type of elevator and what type of structure do you need to put an elevator in a house?
It depends on the type of elevator you choose, but a 4 foot by 4 foot, 5 foot by 5 foot area. We're doing a lot of elevators now where you have a spiral staircase, and we're going right in the middle of that spiral staircase and coming out on each balcony level.
No way.
Yes, it's really cool. Really,
that's an
see-through glass.
Feat, though,
yeah,
right?
see-through glass elevators, and we can do that right into existing homes.
So are there? I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm just trying to visualize it. Is it a one-person elevator? Is it a two-person elevator? I mean, a caretaker. And I'm asking for a caretaker.
4 by 4 is going to hold 2 people.
Right.
Okay. And it's going to be a small wheelchair at that point.
Okay.
All right. But as we get bigger, and the bigger size, and the more room we have, we can get in. We can get a full 3.
My mother had a motorized, wheelchair. It was bigger than 4 by. It tilted back. It went up. It declined. It was a pretty big, very technologically advanced wheelchair. That's not fitting in a 4 by 4 area with a caretaker. So she'd have to roll in by herself. And I'm just saying, I'm just thinking for listeners that need that extra help.
Yeah, we would have to get a bigger elevator at that point. So we'd have to do a little more space, or we might have to get creative and build a shaft on the outside of the house to be able to access every level of the home.
Okay, are there doors that close, or is there a safety gate that...
There has to be doors that close, because we don't want anybody to walk into an open door and fall down an elevator shaft.
Okay. But I was thinking a full door or not a half door, so it's got to be a full door. You can't just roll in with a wheelchair and something comes up, like a lift gate, if you will, and blocks off the entry.
No, so it's a full size door that actually comes across.
Really?
Yes,
I did not.
And we have these in our showroom. So if you're ever interested in elevators, just stop on by our Roselle showroom and take them one for a ride.
What type of engineering do you need to put into a house to get an elevator, and what type of permitting? And do you handle the permitting?
Yeah, we handle it. We can handle 100% of it, or if we're working with a company like Mega Pros, they're handling the building part of it. But you do need an electrical permit, you need an elevator permit, and you do need a building permit.
Joe, are you seeing a lot of that with your clients? Because what Joe, and I find this fascinating, I'll just set it up. You said that you're getting calls from listeners, Amy will attest this, that are buying houses just to buy houses because they've lost 5 or 6 houses.
And they're not perfect. They're not exactly what they wanted, right?
Correct.
So, but in answer to your original question, I guess I don't know how you.
You cut me off. I was going to say, when they put in a some type of lifting device, okay, that helps them access up and down.
Everything goes to access from us. Right. And so we'll hit it, but it's more. We get more requests from existing customers because now they need it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And most of ours are the lifts up the stairs.
Okay.
Right. But when you say elevator, is that mostly 3 floors, right? So from a basement, first floor, second floor, or
actually we do more elevators in ranches than we do anywhere else. Where you're going like basement to first floor. Yeah.
Really?
More. Believe it or not, that we do more of those than anywhere else. A lot of ranches in Wisconsin. A lot of ranches outside of the Chicagoland area. We get into more rural parts of Illinois. But we do the same thing downtown here in Chicago. We can go, just a couple blocks down the street, and we have 5-story elevators. Yeah, because everything's tall brownstones.
So that I get. Right.
Here's a question: do you need yearly inspections of elevators in your home?
No. So there is recommended yearly maintenance, but inspections occur in the states that we work in, Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. They occur when they first go in. They're inspected by the state, and then if you sell your home, then they ask you to have that inspected before the new homeowner takes ownership.
Makes sense.
What about taking it out of a home if somebody that's not handicapped or mobility challenged, if you will, wants to buy the home because it's their dream home and doesn't need the elevator and they'd rather not have that? How difficult and challenging is that?
It's not. But in 15 years of doing this, in putting these in, I've only removed 1 elevator ever.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
If nothing
I'm
else,
keeping that elevator.
Exactly. Leave it
100%.
for resale too.
Resale, your parents. You never know what's
Right.
going to happen in the future. It's convenient. It's already there.
I had no idea.
You know what? That
Charge
would,
the neighbor kids for rides.
There you go.
You know what? That would almost be
Amusement park.
one of those things that I'd be like, ooh, I hadn't better remove it because that may be a bad omen on me because something may happen that I need it. So, nah, I'll leave it in there. I'll just leave it.
Yeah, the
Are
one
you
I removed
superstitious,
was
Amy?
phobia.
Amy?
Not
A lot of
really, but that
superstition?
may be one of those things I go,
Like jinx or karma?
Right,
Okay.
right.
What were you saying, Frank?
The one I removed was about 11 years ago. It was she had a real phobia of elevators. Couldn't be anywhere near them, and that's
And that's the only elevator you've taken out?
the only elevator I've ever removed. Yeah, without replacing. I mean, some unfortunately 20, 30 years
Sure.
old, we replace them.